Hey everybody, welcome to Breakfast All Day. Christy, Matt, Alonso. There's a new Liam Neeson movie, the second Liam Neeson gets mad and hits people movie of 2021 alone. And it's premiering today on Netflix, and it's The Ice Road. And Christy's going to do her best to explain what the hell happened in that thing.
Sadly, this is not the Mr. Plow movie sequel.
No,
I wish it were.
Was it Cold Pursuit? Is that what that was called?
Cold Pursuit.
Yes.
Which is a remake of a Norwegian film called In Order of Disappearance.
I think so, yeah.
This is not that.
Not to be confused with Mistletoe, which is the fake Liam Neeson movie in Daddy's Home 2 that also involves like snow and stuff.
This is the Ice Road. This is his Ice Road Trucker movie. So if you watched Ice Road Truckers, the reality show, but you thought it could use more gunfire and explosions and sabotages and intentional avalanches, here you have the Ice Road. So Liam Neeson is an Ice Road trucker in North Dakota.
Or he's just a trucker.
That's right. He's a long haul trucker. That's true.
Right.
He's a long haul trucker. But at the beginning of this film, there is a collapse at a remote diamond mine in northern Manitoba, Canada. And so Laurence Fishburne has to put together a crew of steely and experienced drivers to cross what are, in real life, actual ice roads. The Lake Winnipeg freezes over and they carve through a giant road because you still have to be able to deliver equipment and whatnot to people in these remote northern parts of Canada.
But it's late in the season.
It's April. So it's actually, this movie is a parable about global warming disguised as a Liam Neeson action thriller. Maybe. So Liam Neeson and his brother, who is an Iraq war veteran suffering from PTSD and aphasia, they team up with Laurence Fishburne and this young Native woman who is hot-headed and constantly getting arrested for protests. And this slick corporate lackey, they all team up in this 3-truck convoy to schlep up to the diamond mine collapse. And they only have 30 hours to get there to bring the necessary equipment to free the men who are trapped in the rubble, whose breathing capacity is growing shorter with every minute. There's all kinds of bickering about methane levels and tapping out of messages on pipes and things. This is not nearly as exciting as my description makes it sound.
No,
right?
it is not.
They have a multitude of perils in front of them and behind them. The ice could crack behind them. There could be pressure waves in front of them. And it's surprisingly dull for a Liam Neeson movie with all these kinds of dangers all over the place.
Yeah,
even for a movie of this genre, there is really, really nothing to his character. His name is Mike McCann. He's Irish. We know this because he's played by Liam Neeson, not trying to disguise his accent. And also at one point he says, "Kiss my Irish ass," to a doctor at the VA who was trying to prescribe opioids to his brother, who is having a hard time functioning in society and keeping a job. But that's like a given that he will at some point yell, "Kiss my Irish ass" at people. There's not a whole lot to this character. And the effects look terrible. The action sequences are unexceptional.
Singularly bad. Like, I have rarely seen visual effects this bad in a movie that has a movie star in it. This is like Asylum level stuff where like there's an explosion that happens early on in the movie that like of a truck and I was like, okay, already this truck looks fake. What's going on? And then the explosion happens and the explosion is even fakier looking than the truck was. And throughout the movie, whether it's the ice cracking or the avalanche or whatever explosions are going on, it's just like the most bargain basement VFX I've ever seen in an ostensibly major movie. It's incredibly badly written. Like they actually say things like, "You'll never get away with this." You know immediately who the bad guys
and they don't.
Yeah, exactly.
Because Liam Neeson's there to stop them.
Of course, yes. You know who the bad guys are going to be. And, it's PG-13. So even though they get into these like really intense fights with like pickaxes and stuff, no one bleeds. No one bleeds ever in this movie, which is distracting.
There's a thing with a tree limb where I recall seeing some blood.
Yes, that's true. When somebody gets impaled on a tree, and I'm generally a defender of Liam Neeson movies. Like I liked, Nonstop and Unknown and all the Joe Macaulay Sarah ones. I thought were actually fun and pretty good. I even don't mind like, Honest Thief from last year. But this is just awful. I mean, he's fine. He's doing what he can do with it. But this movie is hot garbage and super boring. And Matt, you have the floor.
I thought it was a hoot.
I wish it were a hoot.
Look, like, I guess I went in with my expectations pretty low because we're like, oh, Liam Neeson movie, action movie going directly to Netflix. Like, okay. This has got
from the director of that first shitty Punisher movie.
Jonathan Hensleigh.
Yes.
He wrote and directed it.
Yeah, I was wondering where he didn't do the first Punisher movie.
Well, he didn't do War Zone. He
didn't do the old.
He did the Thomas Jane one.
Right, not the original Dolph Lundgren
not the
one.
David Hasselhoff one. No, not that
Right.
one. Sorry. You're right.
Yeah,
Come
this
on.
one, I had fun watching this. It starts off really dumb. It takes a while to get going. Like getting him actually in the truck takes a while on the mission. My wife comes in after about 30 minutes. She's like, or 20 minutes. She's like, what are you watching? And I start to give her the premise. I'm like, it's a mine collapse and they've got to get this equipment up there and they're all in these trucks on this ice road that's dangerous. She's like, and it's dynamite that's seeping nitroglycerin. And I was like, no, this is not Sorcerer. Absolutely.
Yeah, I was saying, this movie wants to be The Wages of Fear so bad.
Right.
And it just,
this was really dumb and I had a good time in it. Like I felt like this movie kind of at times knows how dumb it is. And
like what times?
Like when he's some of the fight scenes, the stuff from the insurance actuary, it all like, look, I'm not saying that this is a terrific movie. But if you're looking for like, yeah, I'm not going to go to the theater and say Fast and Furious. And I have seen all of the Liam Neeson action. Like, okay. I mean, it's better than having the TV off.
I feel like the guy, Benjamin Walker, who is the insurance guy, I feel like he knows what movie he's in.
A little bit, yeah.
I feel like Neeson does. I think Neeson absolutely does. Like, if you look, like the publicity pictures, all of the pictures of him in driving the truck, he's just like he's driving angry. And I think he totally knows. I think, like, when there's a moment where I'm like, oh, Gertie, I was worried about the brother. Like, and I think actually part of it is I think the woman playing whatever Amber
Midthunder is her name.
I think she's okay in this.
She is. Look, she and Neeson are giving it their best shot. Laurence Fishburne can't not be interesting, even when he's saddled with just like pure exposition. Which
There's
is pretty
nothing
much all he's
to
got
him.
here.
The mine for the guy who's like the manager who's trapped in the mine with them. I can't remember.
Yeah, I know who you mean.
Right. One of our current that guys.
He's such a that guy. Yes.
Everybody in the mine's interchangeable because it's dark. You can't tell who's who.
No, I could tell who was who. I knew, and it drops hints as to what's happening. And listen, I bought into this, and I had a good time. I mean, I'm not saying that this is a genius movie, but I think this movie absolutely sets out to do. Does
Holt
what it sets out to do.
is
Holt
the
McElhaney, who I'm a fan of. I think he's good in this. We had just seen him in the Guy Ritchie movie. I had a fun time in this.
All right. What's your number?
A 6.
It's very kind. I'm saying 3.
I said 2. This is terrible. And I am not above a Liam Neeson movie. And the reason that I think he has a career doing this is because he does always commit. And he commits here too. But he's committing to nothing because this movie is nothing.
Yeah, so 3.7 is our number. Yes, just 5 months since The
it's better than
Marksman, we get another Liam Neeson movie. 2 Liam Neeson movies in 6 months in this economy.
Exactly. Like one in January, and that should be it for the year.
The annual Liam Neesoning.
Yes. Any more than that, you're just cheapening it. You're getting you're commercializing the holiday.
So I'm down for a Nissan-orama.
Thanks everybody for watching. Like this video, subscribe to our YouTube channel, follow us at BeFastAllDay on Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook, and check out our Patreon at patreon.com/BeFastAllDay. We're talking about Disney Plus's Loki, and it's our monthly off the menu selection where we review a movie that's selected for us by our subscribers. We're talking about Monsoon, starring Henry Golding, who will soon be in the Snake Eyes sequel for the G.I. Joe series, but you got to be a subscriber to see it. So patreon.com/BeFastAllDay. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time. Bye.
Bye.